Hi, I'm Suzette Ellsworth, and I've been a hairdresser for 62 years. My father was a barber, and I actually wanted to be a linguist in languages because I love languages. But they couldn't afford to send me to university at that time because there was no loans like it is today. You can get a loan and then. So I had to go out to work, and at nighttime my dad being a barber, and he said he always watching me cut hair, and I was doing the little kids around the neighborhood. So he said, why don't you take hairdressing? So I went nighttime, I worked through the day and go nighttime, go to hairdressing school so we could pay for it. My sister did the same thing. I was living at the corner of the 8th line and what's it, the 20th side road. There was a fishing lodge, and they weren't using it anymore because they used to rent rooms, and they stopped doing that. So they had a room downstairs, and I was on my day off, because I worked back and forth to Toronto, I didn't want to leave my clients. And on my day off, I was doing hair. I would wash in the bathtub and do hair. So the lady that owned the lodge, Webster, she said, why don't you open up, we won't charge you very much for the little space downstairs, and start doing hair. And I started, and they started to come from all over, Barrie, Cookstown, all over the place, and that's how I got started. It was great. It was a lot of work at that time because hairdressing was completely different than it is now. We didn't have the blow dryers like we do now. Like, it was just roller pin curls, and it was fun. I had always good help, really nice girls.
Hi, my name's Robyn. I'm Suzette's great niece. My mom and I are taking over Suzettes, and my mom has been running the salon for over 10 years now. My mom became a hairdresser, she started helping Suzette out when she was 12 years old, sweeping, shampooing, and assisting. I started as well when I was in high school, or just before high school at around 12 years old as well, assisting, shampooing, sweeping, and I was making $5 an hour, and Susie was my boss at that time. So once I graduated, I started working here in the salon. I got my apprenticeship. I finished, I wrote my exam. My first year working, I saved up all my tips because I wanted to do a Contessa photo shoot, which a Contessa photo shoot is where you enter into the Canadian Hairstylist of the Year Awards. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea of the work behind it or what it took to create a photo shoot. So I thought I could do it on my own. So I did my first photo shoot, and the only person that came in to help me was Susie. And I've competed in the Contessas every year since then. My very first photo shoot that I did that Susie helped me with, we won. So we won first place at the Canadian Hairstylist of the Year Awards. Throughout the years now, after I've done my first Contessa shoot, I realized how much work it's taken, or what it takes to create one, and the rest of the team over the years, after every year that we compete, we all come to the salon and create the shoot together. So it's amazing, and Susie's been involved in every single one of my Contessa shoots. As
the time went on, I modernized them more, like up to the time, of course. You have to, pin curls and waves in the old times, and roller sets. Well, there wasn't much blow drying at that time. So as you grew, things change with the industry. You have to keep up. I always took courses, whatever. That's the only way you can really survive in this business.
Without her and without watching her and those techniques, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am in my career today. Suzie started the salon over 60 years ago, and she's built up a really good business. And then even when my mom took it over, she's continued to build it up and change. And over the times, things have changed with like technology and social media now. And that's where I kind of came into play to help out with like website, social media, upgrading the salon a little bit, keep upgrading it with times. But once I came in here and started working as a hairdresser, once I graduated school, and I realized that what we have here and what we have built up, I don't want to do a franchise. I don't want to expand anymore. I want to just put my full heart and soul into this business because it just means so much to me, and like the success we have on running just this business, a family business alone, I don't need anymore.
Oh, I've met a lot of people, but now Alcona got so big that, you know, still see some of, you know, the older, but it's, Alcona has changed so much. But before, my husband came to teach here, he came as a student, and they asked him if he would take the job because they wanted a young teacher. It was a 3-room school, so, you know, Alcona wasn't that big, maybe 4,000 people. And I never thought it would get like this, though.
When Suzie first opened up this salon in Innisfil, it was the only salon in Innisfil for years. I don't know exactly what the population was when she first opened it up, but it wasn't a lot as what it is today. So it means a lot to Innisfil because just because of how long it's been around. And I have even posted about our event on the community Facebook pages, and people have commented saying, you know, Suzette needs a street named after her. Like, that's how long it's been in town, and that's how many people know her, especially like the old folks that have been here for so long. Throughout Suzie's career, she's met so many people in the community. She's done, you know, her first clients that she's done their kids, she's done their kids' kids. So when people come in and sit in her chair, it's more of an experience. It's more like they're more like family. You know, she shared so much with them, from weddings, proms, graduations, special events. So for example, even staff that Suzie has had, there was never a high turnover. Like when people worked here, they worked here for a long time, and because they've enjoyed working with Suzie. They're more like, she treated everyone like family. And even people, her old staff that aren't here anymore, they've gone and opened up businesses because they just are inspired by Suzie. And we're all still in touch. They still come back in, come say hi. We have one staff member that's still working with us today, and she's been with Suzie since the year 72. That's 41 years, and she's still working with us. Like, even though Suzie's retired, she's been mainly Suzie's assistant, but she's still coming in here and helping us all out. She helps all of us out, so that just goes to show, like, that's extended family. It's another family member. So to celebrate Suzie's career, we are hosting an event at the Salon, 1070 Innisfil Beach Road, on November 4th. It's a Saturday, from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. I've invited the mayor. She's going to present Suzie with a certificate of service. We're going to have cake. We're going to have catered food. So if you know Suzie or any of our clients that you guys know us, everybody's welcome. Come celebrate. It's going to be a good day. We can share lots of the memories. So clients are all very excited to come in and share just their memories. Old staff are going to all be here, our current staff, but we've spent the last month and a half planning this event. And Suzie's always been one to give back to the community. So what we're asking is if you can just bring in a perishable food item to donate to our local Innisfil food bank.
It's been a great career. It's been a pleasure doing what I've done. And I've built up something that I never thought, you know, But then these girls have taken over and they're even doing way better than I am. Yeah.